welcome back to ZSR. We are live with Tears of the Kingdom 80% Tournament. Group C, we have Sledgen versus RedSlay. Here on comms, we have Sirius, Scorpion Senator, and joining us in a few minutes, Luckstyle. Take it away.
Yes, hello everyone, welcome back. We are back with the group stages of the 80% Tournament. This race is going to be against RedSlay and Sledgen. They are both in Group C, and the rule set for this race is going to be Amiibo is allowed. They will be skipping the intro, not doing intro clip, and they will not be doing Ganon Zuggle. And I'll explain all those things as they come up. Another important thing to note about this race, that Sledgen is on version 1.1.2. I'll explain the differences of that as well, whereas RedSlay is on version 1.0. And with that being said, I'm also joined by Scorpion Senator. Hello. I actually just got a DM. He is having audio issues, so I'm not joined by him for now, but he'll be here in a minute, as well as Luckstyle.
Right, oh my
god. I can hear you a little bit right now. But yeah, as I said, in a few minutes, I'll also be joined by Luckstyle, who is on his way. I think we're having a little bit of a buffering issue with Sledgen on the stream. See if we could get a refresh on that. Now, as I said, they will be doing intro skip, not intro clip, so they're going to be loading a save at the Room of Awakening. The reason we do this is because of a version difference. As I said, RedSlay is on version 1.0, so he has the ability to do a trick called intro clip. So if they were to start from a new file, instead of running through the intro as normally, where there's a lot of cutscenes and dialogue you need to skip, we can do a clip out of bounds and skip all of it on version 1.0, whereas Sledgen on version 1.1.2 cannot do that. So to make it more equal for all the runners, given the version differences, we have a few rules where they can have the option to ban certain glitches to even the playing field a little bit, and Sledgen opted to do intro skip, where they just skip that intro entirely, skip the 5-minute cutscene that comes after, and just start right in Room of Awakening. Now, I still see Sledgen is buffering on stream. Hopefully that gets resolved. But for now, RedSlay is starting. And I can imagine Sledgen is also starting. They're both going to run up to the Master Sword here, pick it up, and they'll have to slash through these vines to make their way over to the right to this cog. They will both be doing a cog skip, or cog skip skip as some people call it. A little bit of a reference to Mario Odyssey Dino Skip Skip. And this is a very hard trick. RedSlay hitting it first try immediately, but that trick is quite precise. You need to stand a pretty specific spot, and at a very specific angle, you need to do a jump where you want to jump as early as possible and do a jump slash midair to get a little bit of extra height and make it up on that ledge, which RedSlay just did perfectly first try. He will be making his way out of this cave and making his way up to a chest, which will contain wings. Wings will be very important for the rest of the run. Version 1.0 has the ability to dupe wings very quickly just by pausing, pulling out a bunch of wings, and pressing D and Y. Hey, it's Lexa. Hello.
Hello.
Testing.
Scorpion, I can hear you, I think.
Okay, good. I just can't hear the stream, but it should be fine.
Well,
Yeah, that should be okay.
I'm trying to find everything. I don't know.
It should be in race commentary, ZSR1.
Alright.
You should be able to see. But as I was saying, yeah, RedSlay has just duped his wings very quickly because he was on version 1.0. So he's probably already at like 15-20 wings right now, whereas Sledgen on version 1.1.2 will have to dupe a lot slower with a method of duping called throw duping, where you can only dupe a single wing at a time, which will take a lot longer than what RedSlay did, where he can dupe 10 at a time. Now, Sledgen's still buffering, unfortunately, so we get a quick refresh on him. And he is in the cutscene as well, so they're nearly synced right now. But I do know
pretty big disadvantage with the version, but it's a race, anything could happen.
Yeah, it is also important to know that RedSlay is second place right now, previous world record holder. So against anyone, it's going to be an uphill battle against RedSlay, and Sledge is on a slower version. So
Oh, RedSlay is going for wing flip.
yeah,
That's
RedSlay, world record holder here, going to go for a wing flip. Hits it perfectly, pretty low, but is probably going to just dive the wing here. This is a strat that player 5 is also doing, where instead of slowly losing height, I'm not sure if he's going to be standing on a wing here. He might be standing on the very edge of it, but
If he
landing
does
that wing
fail
is
it,
super
yeah.
fast.
If he does fail it, he's not losing that much time.
No, I believe it's actually faster than, like, the way he did it there is probably faster than just running.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty insane on its own. Hitting wing flip and then doing that perfectly is also really,
Yeah,
really
and
cool.
he's on the wing, so
Yeah.
this is a really good start for RedSlay. A wing flip, the reason we do it is because we want to get to this construct without touching the ground. So he landed his wing perfectly so that he will still be landing on the wing while he's talking to the construct. And this will allow him to never touch the ground a single time until he voids out later on. And if you don't touch the ground, if you only stand on wings, it will not reset Link's position, so the game will think the last place Link stood was all the way up at Room of Awakening where we got that chest. So when he voids out in a little bit, he's going to respawn all the way up there instead of respawning at the Temple of Time where he should.
Now, normally, like, the normal strat that Sledgen is probably going for right now is just will respawn you at on the Pure Pad Island, which you then have to go run through the entirety of Bottomless, but he'll be able to just skip all of that with this. So let's see, we're still trying to get Sledgen though. I can't see it.
Yeah, Sledgen is buffering quite a lot, but we can refresh at least a little bit to get some progress updates on where he's at. Looks like he's talking to the construct as RedSlay is winging over to Temple of Time here.
I just can't see Sledgen, so I guess I'm commentating RedSlay. So he's gonna do double wing.
Yeah, so you see RedSlay place the wing behind him, so after he does this cutscene, he will respawn on that wing.
And he'll just be able to jump slash to not touch the ground, or doing quick back Mazda jump.
Yeah.
But no, he's just gonna go for he's just go for the jump slash and void out.
Yeah, so he has not touched the ground a single time, and he's going to respawn all the way back at the Room of Awakening.
Okay, having some tech issues with Sledgen. Okay, I think he's back for me though. Okay, no, never mind. Oh yeah,
he's buffering for me.
Sledgen's back says, yeah.
We also see RedSlay will also be going for the fall damage cancel here. He's going to pull a wing to make his way towards Ascend. The whole reason we respawn up here is so we can get to Ascend faster. Ascend is the highest shrine on the map, so it's quite hard to get to normally. You have to do a lot of climbing normally, but with this, we can just fall straight to it. But we're very high up, so we need to cancel that fall damage somehow. So RedSlay's going to run off this wing, and the way he's going to cancel fall damage here is by grabbing the bottom half of the Ascend shrine. You cannot grab the top half. So he's going to do a jump slash to slow down his momentum and barely grab it in time. Does it perfectly, first try.
That's a pretty tricky fall damage cancel, having tried it myself, so that's pretty impressive.
It is.
For me, I haven't practiced it much, obviously, because I'm not on 1.0.
It is one of the scariest fall damage cancels in the run. I probably fail it more than I fail the wing flip.
Especially in a race setting, must be super stressful.
Yeah, it definitely is. And we can see, I just saw Sledgen's refresh a little bit. You can see him doing some throw dupes to dupe those wings. I believe you have some experience with that luck style, right?
Yeah, I do. Except that's not the method that we use right now, but I do have run some 1.2, so these are quite tricky. Sometimes the game just chooses to be dumb on you and spawn them in. So hopefully that doesn't happen to Sledgen, as that, depending on the amount of wings that are spawned, it could be pretty penalizing to a run. So you have to dupe all over again. So RedSlay is in Ascend. Hopefully he doesn't get Billy sniped.
Yeah, I believe RedSlay will actually be killing Billy here, because he needs that bow.
True. He's doing Zuggle over Arrow Smuggle.
Yeah. And we need that bow, so no fear of being shot, because we'll be taking him out.
That's revenge on Billy.
Yeah, he killed many runs before I picked up ZOAS, so honestly, it always feels good to get my revenge on him.
1.2 just burned him, so
yeah,
they didn't have issues with that. But I believe he's just gonna be whacking him until he drops the bow here. There we go.
Yep, gets the bow.
So he also grabbed those steering sticks before because Zuggle Overload Arrow Smuggle actually needs those sticks because it's based on zuggling to overload your game so that you can get Arrow Smuggle that way, and then you can fuse the bow to your weapon to get it to permanent, which is really extremely useful in this run and saves a ton of time because then you can do some cool flight strats and clip out of bounds faster.
Yeah, you'll notice him pick up a few more sticks as he makes his way to fuse after this shrine. Ascend, pretty straightforward as well. You'll notice he pretty much just does it casually. Doesn't really do anything special. There's no real way to speed it up with the tools that we have right now.
Without Arrow Smuggle, but we currently cannot get a bow before the like, so there's no way we can get Arrow Smuggle before Ascend.
Unless we do fuse first.
Unless we take a huge detour to get a bow.
Yeah. There's been talks about fuse first for a while. I believe it might happen someday.
I still cannot see Sledgen, which sucks. Hold up. How can I refresh?
Yeah, I have the stream and it is buffering. Sometimes it comes back for a second and I can see he's climbing up to Ascend right now, so not very far behind RedSlay.
There we go. He's back. He's still buffering.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, hello.
Again.
I picked up his stream separately, and it's running smooth. So if you guys pick up that one, it should be accurate. He's just finished the dialogue and is running through the shrine right now.
Okay, perfect. I'll have that open so I can commentate a little bit more accurately of what he's doing.
He's just about to get to Billy now.
For me, he's just entering Ascend. With
he's long past
exiting.
that.
Yeah. RedSlay is exiting right now, so we're gonna see him. I think he goes for early battery here.
He'll definitely drop down to the cave to get the shield.
Oh no, never mind. True, forgot about the route. So he doesn't do it, but it's a trick that you can save 15 seconds if you do go straight to fuse.
Yeah, I've been messing around a lot with that, especially with Daruk Amiibo.
Oh no, not the
Yeah,
rook.
just get the ruby, go straight to fuse. It's kind of nice. It's definitely very nice. It's gonna skip a lot of walking that you're gonna have to see RedSlay do here.
He does that cool wall grab MDC and he saves it on his switch.
Oh yeah, that's one thing I see RedSlay do a lot. Whenever something interesting happens, he always clips it.
I mean, I'm guilty of that myself. Yeah, so he'll just do a shield surf to drop a wing. That's pretty well.
Yeah.
Just shield jump to drop a wing. Okay, I was very far back. My bad. Apologies.
Duping 2 bombs here multiple times, not getting the dupe a couple of times. Duping 2 bombs generally pretty scary on wings. If they hit each other just the right way, they will blow up. But
I have never run
dupe all of them.
I have never run a patch with MSD, but they scare me every time. When I watch a run.
Oh yeah.
I've seen it go very bad.
Yes.
Yeah, I've had some crazy situations with bomb duping.
Must be such a frustrating way to lose a good pace too.
Yeah, I've had like back-to-back runs die to bomb duping.
Oh, so it seems like they've allowed Amiibo.
Yeah, Amiibo is allowed, so he'll be getting attack up food because Sledgen, being on 1.1.2, said that Zuggle Ganondorf is not allowed. So RedSlay will need to get some attack up food to kill Ganondorf a little bit faster without zuggling.
Okay, so for those who have no idea about how it works, you can zuggle on 1.0 to 1.1.1, and on 1.0 you do have that big advantage of being able to zuggle pretty easily to one cycle Ganondorf every phase. But for Sledgen, zuggling is just not possible entirely. So RedSlay will not be zuggling to compensate for Sledgen's version difference.
Yeah, and that is the same reason they started at Room of Awakening instead of doing the intro, because Sledgen cannot do intro clip.
Intro clip actually saves a minute, so good thing they decided not to.
Yeah, I think both of those tricks save around a minute.
Yes. Actually, I think Ganondorf saves above that, because like there's a lot of time between the time he attacks sometimes if you get unlucky. So it depends, but I think for the most part it actually loses quite a lot of time.
As the RedSlay struggling a little bit, a bat chased him all the way out of the cave to the cooking pot. and hit
Preventing
him.
him. Stopping him from
Luckily, he was able to
cooking.
kill him. Yeah, that is very annoying. I actually stopped doing speed food specifically because those bats would constantly stop me from cooking. So I just opt to do no speed food.
Consistency is king.
But other than that, like, small mistake with the bat there, RedSlay looking very clean. I haven't seen anything go wrong in this run so far for him. First try CSS, wing flip, ascend FTC, hit all those first try, and he's entering Fuse quite fast here. I kind of for the intro clip timing, I'd estimate he's probably at like 18:30 on his clock. Very good.
RedSlay is doing very good, yeah.
Very good time to enter Fuse.
He does only have 1 heart right now, but that doesn't really matter unless he fails his construct skip and dies to fall damage, but everything should be fine as he is really, really good. Because then at the end of the shrine, you just get healed, and it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, I have done that construct skip on 1 heart, and it is always a little bit scary. I don't normally take damage, but you're always a little bit scared because you're quite high up, touching the ceiling.
If you just mess up your angle a little bit, then or do 1 more jump slash that is needed, you just fall down to your death. So it is pretty scary. But here in Fuse is where the cool stuff begins for 1.0.
Yeah, we'll get to see ZOAS. A newer trick that people have picked up within the past couple months. Very fast.
Yeah, it was theorized for a really long time before people started picking it up, but many people actually worked on that route for a really long time, and now it's finally viable.
Yeah, I know Moz was one of the biggest preachers of that route, trying to get everyone in on it months ago.
I was too, except I couldn't test anything.
Oh yeah.
I've always been a huge arrow smuggle enthusiast. It's really I think the coolest glitch in this game. But he's gonna
it makes DSI a lot more fun for sure.
Yes. He's gonna triple zuggle everything right now.
Yeah, so what he's doing here is he's dropping, the reason we have 4 sticks is he's going to drop 2 sticks, which are kind of placeholders. So the game will only drop those 2 sticks, and everything else will stay on Link's back. And if he unpauses and pauses the frame after, those things will still be on his back, and he could drop the rest of the stuff that he's holding, and the things on his back will permanently remain there, stacking, zuggling. And he's going to do that 3 times to get overloaded enough to where his bow will drop when he switches it, and then he will use that bow to his weapon to keep it in that state where he will only have an arrow in his hand.
There's quite a lot to talk about here.
As I say that, he's reaching the end of the shrine because he had just done construct skip after getting arrow smuggle. He jumped up with a bomb shield and flew over the trigger for that construct.
It was a very, very clean fuse.
Very clean, like too fast to even speak on what was happening.
Yeah. ZOAS was really, really fast and really, really well executed. So we see the experience really coming in for RedSlay.
And now he's doing this hard arrow flight, the lower version of the fused Ultra Hand. You need to have a very solid rhythm here. If you slow down too much, you will hit the ground. If you go too fast, you'll do a jump slash and fall to your death, most likely. So he needs to keep a very consistent rhythm on his button presses here.
This is pretty tricky when you're on pace. Well, pretty scary, but as far as execution comes, when you practice this, it becomes sort of like a bicycle trick that many 1.2 runners, just to compare, are like, once you get it once, you basically, you get it every time. But it is pretty scary, and sometimes just one misclick can kill your entire run.
Yeah, I also know sometimes you get a little bit of lag, which can throw off your rhythm.
Yeah.
That's the scariest part of the trick for me, but RedSlay doing it perfectly, landing right in front of the shrine.
That's way worse too on 1.0, as 1.0 is not exactly a very optimized version of this game. If you're running later patches and choose to do arrow smuggle, there is less lag, so those tricks are more consistent.
There's definitely a few goofy things with 1.0, like the load on Demon Dragon taking 8 seconds longer for no reason.
That doesn't matter because it's got all the glitches, so it's still very fast. Sledgen is refreshing, so might be able to see where he's at. He's in Fuse right now, for me.
Yeah, Sledgen is just finishing up Fuse here, so still doing quite well.
Yep.
From what I
He's
can
not
tell.
on a bad pace. What is hurting him right now is really the version difference. Like, yeah, 1.0 is a lot faster.
Yeah, exactly. Main problem for Sledgen right now, the duping. Takes quite a while to dupe those wings, since he has to do it one at a time.
But yeah, I see Sledgen is working in to implement like arrow smuggle in 1.1.2, so that might make his
That'll be
version a
crazy
lot
to see.
faster. Yep. If he maybe next tournament, we don't know. Maybe Sledgen will choose to do that in his runs, and that probably will save a lot of time because arrow smuggle is very fast.
Yeah, that'll definitely close the gap a lot.
Who knows? Maybe we'll even see sub 50 in 1.1.2. RedSlay out of Ultra Hand now. He'll probably do some more arrow smuggle flights here.
Yeah, I think I kind of missed it because it was buffering, but it looked like RedSlay got a very good arrow flight in Ultra Hand. Got the best angle possible. Flew across Ultra Hand in like 2 seconds.
Super high speeds. I don't know what pace he's on right now, but it's a pretty insane one. Okay, so it seems like he's gonna do the advanced strat of actually doing a wing drop first and then jumping on the wing to arrow smuggle, and he kind of fails it here.
Yeah,
he chooses
that is
to
not the angle you want.
Yep, he jumped on that back of the wing, which actually didn't get the angle he wanted, so he wouldn't have been able to make it all the way to Temple of Time, so he just chose to fall damage cancel and then run to where he needs to go.
Yeah, I believe that's a little bit improvised because RedSlay normally goes for speed food. Not totally sure why he opted for no speed food this run, but normally you would be able to do a running wing with speed food and not lose nearly as much height as that backflip wing did, which would make it a lot easier.
Maybe Sledgen chose to allow only the fish to compensate for slow duping, because you do, when you get Fleet Lotus Seeds on 1.0, you do dupe it a lot to be able to get speed 3.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. So he is reaching Temple of Time right now. He is inside Temple of Time, getting recall.
Yeah, so far, Sledgen is behind right now, but he is only behind because of RedSlay being on the faster version and doing all the hardest strats and just not messing up. There's not much Sledgen could really do differently here to keep up. RedSlay is just playing this very, very well on probably very good pace, I'd imagine.
Sledgen is on, I cannot see right now, but out of Ascend on plus 17 pace, he's actually playing really well. But yeah, RedSlay is just at too big of an advantage right now.
Yeah, and I believe Sledgen is finishing up Ultra Hand right now, so still not very far behind at all.
Yep, he's actually doing really well, Sledgen.
Yeah, I believe plus just golded Ultra Hand actually, plus 14.
Wow, Sledgen on a roll.
Yeah, so this is quite a good pace for him.
His PB is also really close to world record, so who knows if he clutches it up, maybe we'll get a 1.1.2 world record live. We never know.
Yeah, I'm still waiting to see a PB in these races. A lot of people have been quite close. I believe one that I commentated yesterday, I believe it was McGuina, was 4 seconds off PB.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, and it was his first time hitting 2-cycle Demon Dragon in a run, so that's very impressive to see.
That's so great during a race.
2-cycle is, in my opinion, the hardest trick in the game. I haven't hit it once in a run either, although I know how to do it. It involves like manipulating the Demon Dragon to be able to kill it, all of its cores, in 2 phases, which is actually a lot harder than it sounds like.
Definitely.
If anything goes wrong, it's off, right?
Yeah, exactly. You have to do it nearly the exact same way every time.
You just miss a jump slash at the start for a fraction of a second and you lose 2 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. If you mess up in the beginning, it's very hard to recover because Zelda does not like to behave.
Yep, Zelda just starts doing random patterns that you don't know and have to improvise.
I also want to note, RedSlay heading into recall here, he does this ledge bomb that I've played with, but is so inconsistent for me. It's crazy how fast he lines up that ledge bomb. I find it quite precise.
Wow, just in time to get the cycle. just in the nick of time. Pretty impressive recall from
Yeah,
RedSlay.
He
Didn't
is
lose any
very good at
time.
that.
Didn't lose any time over other setups because recall is cycle based.
Yeah, you can do an easier aeroflight there that I opt for. That gets there around the same time. But I've seen RedSlay do that setup so fast where he's able to get there like early enough to ultra hand the two dials, like saving more time over any other aeroflight.
He is the second best in the world after all.
Yeah, if you can do it that fast, the way he did it there can definitely save a little bit of time.
Okay. So he'll do, I think he'll try that wing aeroflight strat that he did again. Maybe, hopefully this time he'll get it right.
Yeah, I do want to see that because that's quite a new thing that's been added just in this last week.
Yep, having tested it yesterday, it's really difficult.
Yeah, there's like no lineup for it because you're on a wing. You just have to bomb jump off the wing and try your best to line it up in those few seconds.
I like to test everything that's been found if I can do it, and so I have a pretty good idea of which tricks are the most difficult. And that is pretty difficult one right there, and he got it right.
It's a good angle here.
Yep.
Gonna
he
look
did everything
down.
perfectly.
Yep, perfect.
Now, if you choose to do this route with arrows here, you'll have to drain your stamina before every
Going
arrow
for a
flight.
high
Wow.
bomb jump here. This is called a super bomb jump. It's just
Wow.
gonna get him to the goddess statue here super fast.
Wow.
Oh, that's insane. I didn't think anyone would go for a trick like that in this run.
He
Yeah,
seems
getting
very
that super bomb
comfortable.
jump is very difficult. You need to I
Perfect
believe you
timing,
need to press
basically.
X like right as you unpause, like frame perfectly.
Yep. So that's pretty impressive trick to go for in a race, although it doesn't lose that much time because then you just get a regular bomb jump and have to deal with it. But
Yeah.
I think if you get a regular bomb jump, you can just turn your camera around quickly and do a couple arrow flights.
Oh, that's true. That's a good backup.
But I have never seen a person go for that in a run, so that was the first one and it was in a race, so that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, this GSI overall has been very impressive from RedSlay. I've only noticed a couple of mistakes, like getting to Temple of Time the first time and like the bat, but both of those losing like maybe 10 seconds total. This has been a very clean run.
Yeah,
Yep.
incredible pace.
Both people are actually on really good paces right now.
Also, RedSlay doing a little bit of a ledge bomb off that wing
Wow.
that he placed. I also don't see anyone going for that.
Wow.
These
we're
are all
just
new
getting-
things that
Great
have just
angle, too.
been like discussed to be added within the last couple of weeks, and RedSlay adding all of them to his route, doing them in
RedSlay
race.
is just
Little bit of a
flexing on
showcase here.
everyone. Yeah, he's just flexing on everyone. I did not expect to see someone going for strats as new as that.
Yeah, if I had to guess what this GSI was, I mean, dang, like even without intro skip, I believe that was like a mid 31 GSI, which is
That was
really good with no intro clip.
Really good. We're getting a really good show here from RedSlay and Sledgen as well, if we were able to see it.
Yeah, and I will update on Sledgen. Sledgen is making his way to Temple of Time, just finished recall. So still not far behind at all. He's actually green on his splits, minus 0.4 seconds out of recall.
We might get a PB.
Not a great
Hopefully
run.
Sledgen gets this pace, keeps this pace going. And RedSlay too. He might not be on PB pace since he didn't go for intro clip, but we could still hopefully see a 45 here.
Yeah, this is definitely 44 pace, even with intro skip.
That's
Without
just
a
how
doubt.
good this run is, and the fact that Sledgen could technically world record his run as well. Got a really good race here.
Yeah.
That could come down to the end. The dragon.
Yep. Yeah, anything can happen in Demon Dragon, really. It's kind of any runner's burden.
Yeah, and also, there is no Ganonzuggle, and RedSlay is a 1.0 runner, so probably doesn't have too much experience with it. There is a chance that you could die a couple times to Ganondorf.
Yep. We
That's
probably
true.
won't be seeing a 44 because of that.
That's true,
But,
that will lose a bit of time.
But 45 is still very
Yeah,
possible.
a 45 with intro skip and no Ganonzuggle would be crazy to see. Gonna be doing an FDC here. Very easy to do FDCs when you get Arrow Smuggle.
Well, I do find
Yeah,
that
that's
the arrowless or stamina-less versions of them are a bit trickier because you do have to be close to the ground and not too close to the ground in order to do them, or else The game just won't give you the dive.
And a perfect clip from RedSlay, by the way. One thing I know about RedSlay just from watching him, he knows when to time the Y press to clip there. Most people just kind of spam their arrow smuggle until they clip, but RedSlay times it and gets it nearly 100% consistently from what I've seen.
There's a timing?
Yeah,
Like, just
exactly.
finishing up GSI now.
I've been running for 6 months, you're telling me there's a timing?
I mean, with the way RedSlay does it, it definitely seems like there is.
Okay, so he's going to go for ragdoll clip here. This is, from what we know, entirely RNG, so hopefully he does get it. Well, apart from certain locations that do work. Okay, he's,
getting
it
it?
does
Okay,
work.
that was not intentional. He saved that because it was
he
not
saved again.
intentional. He was trying to not take fall damage there, and I believe do what I normally do for ragdoll clip.
Yep. The new
But
strat was
accidentally
yep.
doing it a little bit too high up and getting the ragdoll anyway, but it works out. That was really
That was
scary.
yep. But he did it. He suffered. Wait, no, not. He failed successfully right there.
Yeah, exactly. I was really scared when I saw him ragdoll. I was like, I don't know if this spot really works for a regular ragdoll, but it did.
I did some testing on that, and I found that a lot of spots work, and so that it doesn't matter all that much where you go as long as you get lucky. There's many spots that work. But, yeah. Some spots have been just identified by the community to be the best for it. So those are normally what people go for, but many other spots do as well work.
I also want to say Sledgen, not buffering on stream anymore, so we can really see what he's up to.
Oh,
He's going
yeah.
to be doing a well clip instead of the castle clip that RedSlay did. Both clips are very good. They both have pros and cons. This
Okay,
clip
so-
makes more sense for his version.
RedSlay did lose a little time at the Demon King's army from accidentally keeping Eliza alive, I believe. But that's not too big of a consequence for him right now. He does have a huge lead over Sledgen due to version difference. Sledgen is minus 20 seconds ahead of his PB and on world record pace, I believe.
Yeah, this is looking very good. Duping these rubies right now. Doing
Yeah,
it
he's gonna be happy
very
regardless
fast.
of the
This
outcome.
is such a cool dupe method for 1.1.2. One that you don't see on, I think, any other version.
You mean the MTD canceling on wings? Is that what he's doing? No, he's doing ISD, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
It's
not sure the
actually-
official name of these.
Streams buffering. Yeah, it's inventory shift duplication. It's 1.0 to 1.1.2. So RedSlay is finishing up army right now.
Yeah, very good army for RedSlay. Still on very, very good pace.
Sledgen
Just
for
has
me,
to do no Zuggle Ganondorf now.
Sledgen is buffering, so I'll have to refresh the entire page to hopefully get him to stop buffering.
Yeah,
He
is
made
just
his
on
clip?
duping. Oh yes, on his
clipped
actual
out.
stream, he did just clip. Looked like a very fast clip from what I saw.
It was, yeah.
Okay, so RedSlay is right now just
Yeah, and as you can see, RedSlay knows how to do those clips.
wow.
Get the first try, no issues.
Yeah, he's on a great run.
Let's see if camera behaves here. I think I'm behind on you guys, so I don't know.
Yeah, the camera did behave. He's looking
Yep.
set up right now. Let's see.
Yep, it's he's struggling to get his head
Yeah,
through the
he
wall,
is.
but it seems like it will work now.
Did not have the timing
Hopefully-
for that one. Was just mashing for it, but worked out.
He doesn't seem to get the reflex to go Zuggle, so all good.
Oh yeah, I've been worried about
he
doing
is
that.
he is Zuggle duping his spears right now though.
Let him going for the ragdoll clip. Hopefully he gets it.
He Zuggle dupe his spears to be able to have enough of them to beat Ganondorf's. 3 should be enough
Yeah.
for here, but I
The
believe
speed
he
that he
did make
duped
4th
those, by the
back
way,
up.
the speed
That
that he
was
duped
insane.
those, he definitely practices beforehand. I think a lot of 1.0 runners didn't really practice no Ganon Zuggle beforehand, just kind of, we're gonna wing it. I know that's what I'm gonna do, but he's clearly practiced this, duping
That
those
was,
so fast.
That was an insane Zuggle.
Yeah.
So I did seem to get Sledgen back at least a bit. So I can see his amazing world record pace, but I'm actually gonna just open his stream normally so I can hopefully commentate better on that.
He gets
Sledgen
the
just
ragdoll
got,
clip, he's
yeah,
going.
just got the backup for the ragdoll, or I guess the safer trap for ragdoll.
So we can see really two incredible paces here. We can see Sledgen on world record pace. Not anymore. He did lose a lot of time. Apologies. He could still PB this.
Yeah, it looks like he lost a lot of time trying to get the autosave before doing the backup. This was not giving him the autosave.
Okay, so he isn't on world record pace anymore, but he could still very much PB.
A great run.
And for RedSlay, we could be seeing 45 here if he does everything perfectly from that one.
shooting Ganondorf a couple of times here.
Yep, shooting Ganondorf actually allows you to do him in 3 cycles instead of 4, because sometimes Ganondorf will just end up being on a tiny several life, and then you have to go and just whack him once. So shooting him both makes him attack immediately and takes off a bit of life from him, so you can avoid doing him that
flurry rushes
last
there.
whack at the end.
Gets the last flurry rush. It's always scary when the Phantom Ganons are nearby because they can just attack you while you're doing the flurry rush, and after you get out of the flurry rush, there's like kind of nothing you can do to get away from it. But fortunately, he did get away.
Yeah, I am a minute behind you guys right now, so hopefully I get it back.
I will tell you he's done 2 flurry rushes on the second phase of Ganondorf, and just got the third, hopefully enough damage, because he's kind of in a weird spot here.
Okay, yeah, he's doing...
Oh, getting hit! He's on a quarter heart! That
Okay,
was very scary, but surviving.
Thankfully he does have the one-shot protection from the attack up food. If he wasn't doing that, he probably would not have survived.
Yeah,
Well, no, he would have. Never mind, he would have had Zelda. Oh no! Oh no!
Sword. That's 1 death. As you can see, not as experienced with no Zuggle Ganondorf as he's a 1.0 runner, doesn't normally have to do this.
Oh no, that's actually really bad. Sledgen might have a chance to catch up here since he does start from Ganon all over again. So the difference will come down to Demon Dragon, I think.
Yeah, this could be a difference maker. 1 2-cycle Demon Dragon could make up the time for Sledgen here.
Yep. We're actually seeing a way closer race than I actually initially thought. Sledgen is doing really good.
Yeah, this is actually amazing to see because RedSlay's played very, very well. That 1 death on Ganondorf was really the only big mistake he's made. Other than that, like, he's playing like it's a world record run. Getting hit again by Ganondorf.
Sledgen is finishing up army. This is
Eyeing again the Ganondorf RedSlay.
Sledgen will go to the boss skip. Actually, everything will come down to Demon Dragon if RedSlay does not die again.
Yeah,
and he does die.
Yeah, he just died. I was just saying that. That is a 2nd death on Ganondorf. Fortunately, an early one on the first phase, so not going to be losing too much time.
Yep, way less time than what it was last death. But it is another chance for Sledgen to catch up. Sledgen is actually going to Ganon right now.
Yeah,
in his boss.
Hopefully Sledgen can get these cuts fast here. Looks like he has a good visual cue for it. Getting the first clip first try.
Nice, nice. Wow, Sledgen really is catching up.
Yeah, we gotta run.
Yeah, this is easily 1 2-cycle Demon Dragon difference between them in time.
Oh no, Sledgen is getting a really stupid camera right here, so this could make a difference. That's a really dumb way to, just a really stupid way to lose a run sometimes. Camera decides to not work. But he is doing some really good, really clean jump slash cancels, so he's going to be clipping any second now.
RedSlay finishing up first phase here. Still not a perfect first phase.
Oh, and Sledgen just clipped.
3. And
Sledgen is entering Ganon. Yep. Okay, so this will come down. Everything will come down to the final phase of Demon Dragon. If nobody dies from now on, 2-cycle will choose the outcome of this race.
Yeah, this would be a crazy upset. Sledgen on a slower version with a PB of, I believe, a 52 versus RedSlay 2nd place on the leaderboard. This would be a crazy upset if Sledgen came back and won this.
This is just a race after all. Anything can happen.
Great.
Oh, RedSlay getting a very good flurry rush. Almost got hit by that spear, but last second of the flurry rush. Getting hit by one of the Phantom Ganons, though, on quarter heart again.
And he dies.
Yep, there it is.
He dies. Oh my gosh, they're tied. Sledgen is actually ahead now. Sledgen is ahead. And he's on plus 30 seconds entering Ganondorf, so this probably will no longer PB, but he is on pace to win this this race.
Yeah, this is incredible.
What a turn of events.
Yeah, RedSlay, I believe, third seed in the tournament overall as well. And Sledgen definitely lower than that. This would be a crazy upset.
This would be his first loss in the group stages, RedSlay.
Yeah.
They are both in Ganondorf right now.
How about this?
And we see Sledgen likely going to have a lot cleaner movement on this Ganondorf, just has so much more experience.
Yep.
Knows how to like keep the Phantom Ganons away, because I find that's the hardest part. If the Phantom Ganons get too close, they will hit you mid-flurry rush, and there's almost nothing you can do about it, as you saw happen to RedSlay there in one of his
Sledgen
deaths.
finishing up phase 2.
Getting hit once.
Phase 1, my apologies.
Should still be fine.
Yeah, I'm a little bit ahead watching Sledgen's stream here because I'm really curious to see. And he is going to finish up second phase here, and I know he's very good at third phase, so I'm confident that he will be able to finish this out without a death.
He
Fingers
did do
crossed.
this. He did do this version of Ganondorf hundreds of times, which he does have a huge advantage over RedSlay here. RedSlay lost a couple of minutes actually, so we see definitely the lack of experience on harder tricks coming in for RedSlay.
Yeah, we see again these Phantom Ganons being very close to RedSlay is always scary because they will attack you mid-flurry rush. I find it's just safe to stay as far away from those as possible. Keep them on the other side of the arena.
Sledgen is actually quite a bit ahead here. So unless he does fail Demon Dragon miserably, he should take it. He should take it in pretty confidently. But anything could happen.
I know Sledgen does a good way of doing this last phase where he will not finish his full combo of this flurry rush. Oh wait, he
He
actually
did
does
finish it this time. That was
Normally he
probably
doesn't.
not intended. That's probably not intended as sometimes Ganon, because if you do it properly, Ganon won't run away, and you can just hit him another time too, so you can immediately get another flurry rush. So yep.
Yeah, you can chain these flurry rushes if you don't finish the combo, which he's
That's
doing
actually-
here. He's just gonna keep spamming him, and eventually he'll get another flurry rush just like that. And
That
I
is,
believe with that should be the last flurry rush he needs.
He now will do another flurry rush, and Ganon should be over for Sledgen.
Yeah, just has to do one more flurry rush.
Also, RedSlay is also finishing up Ganondorf right now. This is really close race.
Very close.
Yeah, this is exactly gonna come down to Demon Dragon. If they both get 2-cycle, even with both getting 2-cycle, RedSlay has time save because he has the fast ending he can do. So if they both get 2-cycle, RedSlay could barely clutch it out with that.
That would be insane.
Okay. So they are both entering. They're both entering. Demon Dragon now.
I believe Sledgen is just slightly ahead.
Yup, he is ahead by a couple of seconds.
Yeah, I'd say like maybe like 5-6 seconds ahead.
Everything
Not much
comes
at all.
down to Demon Dragon.
This is definitely the closest race I've seen in the group stage.
This is a pretty insane ending. This is, I think, the best we could have hoped for.
Oh yeah.
Both entering Demon Dragon on 41, according to our timer. But that is for Sledgen. He is entering at 48. So if you add the intro time. So let's see.
I
Yes,
hope they know how
Hati.
close they are.
Yes, Hati, though they do play on Switch. Emulation is not allowed on the speedrun.com leaderboards for this game.
Yeah, Moiskulash saying Medina also died to Ganondorf when he had to do no Ganon Zuggle. It seems like every runner that is every 1.0 runner has died trying to do no Ganon Zuggle. It is very difficult.
It's just
So-
more flurry rushes. Shouldn't
Yeah,
be that bad,
exactly.
right?
So easy.
I've been doing it for months.
And I have my race coming up against the dude on current patch tomorrow.
Wow, okay. Shake it down?
Yeah,
I thought he was gonna down patch again. Okay, well,
he decided to do current patch.
he is the world record holder right now on current patch. He did get the 5th sub-hour in the history of the category with basically perfect run.
Oh, RedSlay getting shot the wrong way there.
Oh no. Oh no, RedSlay's
Also,
actually
just want to
falling further
mention,
behind.
RedSlay gonna
dying.
die here and retry it. That's so crazy. But it makes sense because you could lose so much time from Zelda not behaving the way you want. You might lose more time than if you just retry. And I want to say Sledgen slightly
gonna hit the cycle.
behind RedSlay here. Maybe because of a load difference.
Sledgen is actually hitting the strats though. He got the cycle perfectly. So he's going to
Yeah,
the
that first
third.
eye was perfect from
So
Sledgen. Let's hope
yep.
he can keep going.
So he's going to the 3rd core right now. Sledgen just playing perfectly. So Sledgen, if he doesn't mess up, he should be able to take out the win pretty easily here. But anything could happen again.
Yeah,
Just
if he
missing
can
that
make
wing
this
drop.
4th eye, I think honestly at this point, even if he gets to the 4th eye and just breaks it, even if he has to wait an extra cycle, if you get to the 4th eye too late, you will get what's called early kill, where Ganondorf doesn't fully transition into his final phase. But I think even if he gets that, he might have enough time to clutch this out.
Yep.
Hopefully he does get the normal. No, he definitely has enough time. That is a 2-cycle right there. A successful 2-cycle from Sledgen.
RedSlay going to the 3rd
I'm a little
core,
bit
but
ahead here because on the stream, there's a little bit of delay, but I'm very excited to see that. But yeah, you'll see in a second here, Sledgen will make his way to the 4th eye and get the 2-cycle.
for me, I'm seeing Sledgen actually completing Demon Dragon here. He's going to the head.
Yeah, the ZSR stream itself is a little bit behind Sledgen's actual stream, which is what you're probably looking at. So
Yeah,
on that
but
stream,
I
he
can't
did
see
just finish
Sledgen.
it off.
I can't see Sledgen on the actual stream. There's too much buffering. So.
Yeah.
So for those wondering, on 1.0 you can actually do a pretty fast strat there called, well, I like to call it fast head.
RedSlay messing up the 4th eye here, gonna be falling off completely, sealing the deal for sure.
Yep. So Sledgen will take the win here. That is a really, really impressive run from Sledgen and RedSlay, except the part where RedSlay died a couple times to Ganon, but he is not used to it, so that's totally understandable.
Yeah, RedSlay has such a lead on GSI. You could really tell that he's previous world record holder with how he's playing that GSI. But
Yeah,
like,
so comfortable. And showing us some
GG to
news stuff here.
Sledgen, who is finishing up the run right now. He's diving into Zelda. He's gonna be diving into Zelda soon enough.
yeah, this is the biggest gap of PBs that I've seen even race, I think. Sledgen's PB is a 52, and RedSlay's is nearly a 42. So almost a 10-minute difference in their PBs, and Sledgen winning against all odds is really crazy to see.
Yeah, giving
Taking
RedSlay
home
his
the
first
W
loss.
with a 10-minute disadvantage is something you don't see every day. Well,
Yeah,
no, not 10
like-
minutes since Ganon's a little North Africa, but like 7-minute difference.
Yeah, exactly. Like, no matter the rule set, the difference in PBs is just crazy and amazing to see how well Sledgen performed within a minute of his PB.
He is going to get
It's a great showing.
53 here. 53.01. Sledgen finishes it up. So we're
Yeah,
gonna
I
see
would love
RedSlay
to get
continuing
him
his
in
run.
here. I'm sure he's very happy with that.
Yes. Gee, I'm gonna send him a quick GG message. He
Yeah.
deserves it. Basically, a mistakeless run from Sledgen. He did do a couple of things really slowly, but especially boss skip, since his camera did not behave, but basically a perfect run from Sledgen here.
Yeah, wow, that was super impressive.
Yeah, that was a great race.
I don't think if there was a prediction on here, I think it would be like 95-5 in favor of RedSlay on this race. Like the odds were crazy of that, and like against all odds he won. That's very, very cool to see.
We can see the no Ganon Zogo here costing RedSlay the race. That might give you a little hint to practice, serious, just saying.
Yeah, I got my race in like 6 hours my time, I believe.
Oh, you got this.
I know what I'll be practicing. And there he is, Sledgen. Congratulations, GG on that run.
Yep,
GG.
perfectly played.
Yeah, I was not expecting to win that at all.
Well,
You
when
had a
you
great
play
run.
well, GG
yeah,
to both
GG
runners.
RedSlay.
Yeah, RedSlay, also your
GG,
GG to you
GG.
as well. That was
You know, today I learned that you cannot flurry rush if you're holding out your bow. Who knew?
Yeah,
Wait, what?
yeah. When you hold out your bow, you don't do a backflip. You do a little like back hop.
it's the saddest thing.
Oh well, I didn't know that. Thank you, RedSlay.
Yeah, it's the things you learn when we can't one cycle all the phases of Ganondorf.
Very impressive run from both of you, though. Congrats.
Absolutely.
Basically, RedSlay, you also played almost perfectly apart from Ganondorf, and so that was really, really awesome to watch.
Yeah, your GSI was looking super good. You're doing all the new strats with like the bomb jump off the wing to Temple of Time, and
So that
the
was-
ledge bomb to the altar. Like doing all
And
the new stuff.
the super jump
Yeah, very cool.
to skip
Yeah,
it.
super
That's
jump in Temple of Time.
so cool. I did not expect to see you.
That must
going-
have been really entertaining to watch.
Oh,
I'm
absolutely,
gonna
yeah.
watch
Yes.
this one back.
Oh,
Really,
yeah,
really
definitely.
insane run. Insane to watch.
It was
From
such a
both of
crazy
you, it was
race.
great.
It's crazy to see that comeback as well. Like you're probably a couple minutes behind going into
Yeah.
army.
Everything
My
coming
GSI
down.
is quite slow.
Everything coming
'cause-
down to Demon Dragon. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I was behind the whole time, basically. So I kind of was less nervous going into the end game because I thought like I thought I lost. So
I think.
Yeah.
Kind of a good mindset.
I think you were actually on world record pace for a bit there. You were on minus 20 seconds
Yeah, the run was
1.1.2 world record
before
pace.
descent.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
Keep going. You'll
But-
get it, bro. You'll get it.
Yeah, thanks.
Wow.
But yeah.
So if I think so it's no Gan and Zoggle experience for Sledgen. You did it hundreds of times, so we can definitely see why
Yeah,
you
that
got
was
that
a
easy.
difference maker for sure.
Yeah, Ganondorf can still be annoying though. I still lost a bit of time to that fight.
Well, Ganondorf is Ganondorf after all. This endgame is extremely difficult.
Yeah,
But
So
the
many things
thing,
can happen.
yep, the
Mhm.
thing with this game, early and end game are really, really difficult. So getting everything perfectly in a race setting like this is actually pretty awesome.
mm-hmm.
There's only the mid game that is really a break for this run.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, I
Like-
think there's like a little pause from like probably Ultra Hand to the end of GSI. That's the only part of the run
yeah.
that you kind of get to slow down a little bit for. Everything else is just all tricks, difficult tricks back to back to back.
That's if you don't. That's if you do arrow smuggle. If not, it's basically from Ascent to like end of GSI.
Yeah.
Unless, no, never mind. There's
You
fuse
get
to
under
Ultra Hand, which is
GSI.
also
Under
still
GSI
tricky.
is a
Yeah,
little difficult.
I hate that. I keep failing it.
Yeah. Under GSI can be a bit nerve-wracking at first.
Yeah, the amount of world record paces I choked to that. Well, I don't think we have any more to say. That was really cool.
Yeah, really great runs from both of you.
All right.
Great to watch.
Yeah, GG's to both of our runners, Sledgen and RedSlay. Make sure to follow both of them. Continue to track their progress through the tournament. And then also a big thank you to our commentators, Sirius, Scorpion Senator, and Lux.
No problem.
Thanks for
Letting
having
us
me.
know what was
Love-
going on and
Yeah,
bearing with us through some of the tech issues for the first half.
loved.
Oh,
That was great.
Loved watching and loved commentating. I do it for fun after all.
That was a great race to watch.
Yeah, that was my favorite race to watch for sure.
Yes, I got a really good race.
Yeah. The one tomorrow is going to be great too.
Yes.
Which,
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be commentating that one next style, right?
Gymnast Cantico, yes, with Sledgen actually.
Oh, awesome.
But yeah, like I mentioned, we have a lot more races coming up for this tournament tonight. We have a lot of Zelda 2 popping off, and then more tiers tomorrow. Also, the EU Weekly, the 14th OT Rando qualifier. We're almost near the end of that qualification season. And speaking of OT Rando qualifiers, we are going to head over now to ZSR 3, where they are in the middle of qualifier number 13. For that tournament. and we will go and cheer on the runners over there. But thank you for joining us, everyone, and we will see you next time.
Good luck to all those runners.